Cool. And then here's a clip of Fernando dancing YMCA with a bunch of
No,
strangers.
no, no, no.
Now,
I'm wide awake, wondering.
hey everyone, this is Sid Satellite broadcasting you from my room. And you see over there, that's my friend Fernando. He's in Brazil right now. He's been a good friend of mine. Met him in Beijing. And this is a new thing I'm starting, doing a podcast with some of my friends, dear friends, just to dig out their soul and what they think about songwriting, music, trying to get as far away as possible from politics. Anyways, tell me more about yourself, Fernando.
Yo, brother, what's up? How are you,
How's it
man? You
Pretty
know
good,
what?
pretty good.
I'm honored to be here. So cheers, man. This one's for you for your first podcast ever. I'm honored to be. Yeah, mine's Dragon Ball. Yours like Beatles. It's amazing,
Beatles.
man.
If
Yeah.
it's hot, then everything goes up, so that you know it's not a hot drink. Anyways, yeah. So, dude.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
hell yeah, you're the first of
It's
many.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a virgin, and I'm okay. Like I'm not gonna go there.
Guys.
Yeah, you
we're
can
not
cut
gonna edit
that
this out.
later, but it's
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me ask you, dude. So you're from Brazil, right? Obviously. And what
Mhm.
made you move to China? I think we've talked about this before, but you haven't
Oh,
told me in detail. So you're telling me
yeah.
about you want to go to Berkeley College, but didn't work out, and you wanted to move to China.
Oh, Berkeley, yeah.
Tell me more about that.
like, in Boston, yeah. No, actually, I mean, I graduated back in Brazil in 2013 from international relations, right? And then I wanted to, as soon as I finish college, I wanted to travel, go somewhere, right?
Mhm.
And then I mean, I've been a musician for, I don't know, as long as I can remember, same as you. And then at that moment, I was like, you know what? I finished college, like, I want to, like, just focus on music, and I want to like try something new. And I was thinking about going to the US, and like, and I actually started to apply. I actually applied to the Berkeley music school. I don't even know how it calls exactly. Anyway, back in Boston.
Exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's something like that. It's like in Boston, right? Which is like same
Yeah.
university that like Joe Mayer went and other
Oh.
like. Anyway, so I just said, yeah, I'm gonna try that. And my dad was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. My dad was very supportive of that. And then I don't know. I just started like researching and then I also at the moment I was also like very into Asian culture, and I was thinking about like it was also a possibility of me going to China, because I really wanted to go to China as well. And then I find out these amazing universities like BLCU, it's with Beijing Language and
BLCU.
Culture University. Yeah,
Cool. Where's
that
that at?
shit.
In Beijing. Where's
Huh?
that at? Is it
In
in Haidian
Beijing, man.
district?
Haidian.
Cool.
With alcohol, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, this is a funny thing because you know everything, but like, yeah, let's go. Yeah,
I don't know everything. I'm
yeah,
finding out more.
almost,
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually.
Anyways,
Yeah. Go on.
yes. So in the end, I decided that I actually wanted to go to Beijing. I just told myself, okay, music, yeah, it's amazing, but I can always, music. I'm gonna carry my guitar, and I'm gonna play music anywhere, and I can study by myself. And so I actually wanted to learn Chinese, right? I mean, that was the goal. So
Cool. So wait. So did you know any Chinese before you went down to China?
just like san was it 1 2
Also,
3,
right.
yeah, and like 我喜八十人 just that, like 我叫 Fernando, like just my name is just I could count to 10, and no, I could count to 100. Yeah.
Oh, I can't even do that. I lived 11 years. My Chinese is not as good as it should be for someone who lived there 11 years.
Well, come on, man. You can count to 100. Come on, you just
I-
exaggerating there.
I
mean,
can't.
what?
I really can't.
Come
Anyways,
on, man.
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change the topic now, real quick. So
Yeah.
you moved to China, right? So how long did it take you to like find people that play music, and then find out Lush, because Lush is an open mic place, right?
Yeah.
So how when was the first time you went to the open mic?
Yeah. Well, okay. First thing is like when I arrived in Beijing, I had no idea. I had no idea that the music, how can I say that? The music scenario in there was so freaking cool. You know, I mean, as well
You can say
as a
fuck. That's
foreigner.
cool.
I mean, no, I mean, I mean, as a so fucking cool. I mean, as a foreigner, right in China, I was thinking like, okay, man, I'm gonna have to leave in my room, study like crazy, and you know, this was like back 2013, and I had no idea what, I mean, what to expect from Beijing, right? And I was like, okay, but I'm gonna go anyway. And as soon as I arrived there, like I just realized, like, I mean, at least inside the university, I mean, most of us are foreigners, and I mean, that's a lie. I mean, the majority was like Chinese students, but like there was a huge foreign community inside I mean, in Beijing. But at that moment, the only view that I had was like inside the university, right? So and then I was very I had no idea where I was stepping in. You know, it was just like the first month of Beijing, and I was like, okay, everything looks huge, everything looks amazing, but I gotta be careful. I need to study. You know, I'm here to study, so let's. And then anyway, so I think 6 months, my first 6 months in Beijing, I was like studying every day really hard because I as I told you, I didn't even know how to say like 卫生间在哪里, you know.
So that
Where's the
translates to
bathroom?
where's the bathroom, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know that, you know.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, but I was super happy because I mean, I was meeting people from all over the world, right? And I was like, wow, this is so cool. This is China, and I'm meeting like, I felt like the world was there, you know, like
You're pretty glad. You're pretty glad at the point that you didn't go to Berkeley, right?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like that's the thing. The atmosphere back in university was like a lot of foreigners from different places, from different places around the world, and everybody. I mean, they went there to learn Chinese, right? Because the university, I mean, BLCU, it has like a history of like more than 60, now more than 70 years.
Wow.
Teaching foreigners.
Just like even older than me, man.
Yeah, which is very difficult, but and anyway, so so yeah, so I went there, met a lot of people. I was not going out that much, and then I don't know, I think probably a couple of like 4 months into like living around that area, like in Udalco. I was not even like going too far from there because, as I told you, I didn't even know how to communicate with Chinese people outside the university. So I was like inside my bubble there. And once I started actually to learn a few basics of Chinese, I just start to go out and go further and go further. And then like a couple of blocks away from the university, there was this bar called like Lush, which is
right. That's where
really
I met you.
amazing. Yeah, a really, really amazing bar where they have this open mic there. It was the first time in my life that I actually saw like an open mic for musicians. I mean, because for me before, open mic was like kind of a comedy club, you know, like for comedians and stuff. People wanted to
Right.
go
So
to
hold
the
on.
stage.
I'm going to stop you just for a second. So
Yeah.
So I want to encourage people who are thinking of going to an open mic, hopefully when this Corona shit opens up, and maybe people are still thinking at this point and they found some, right? What would your let's say advice be for them on their first time there, like to let them not be discouraged, you know?
Open mic.
Yeah, if let's say it's my first time going to open mic tomorrow, and
Yeah, sure.
what would be your advice, oh great
Well,
master of open mic? No, for real.
Well, I would say have a lot of fun. like go with an open mind, and if you can, like bring a friend to support you, because if it's your first, like if very first time on a stage, it can be a little bit frightening, and just bring a friend to support you, 1 or 2 friends, you know. Yeah, and just
don't bring a date.
Yeah,
because
no.
then your mind would be somewhere else. You're not be thinking
I mean,
about music.
if the date is actually supporting you, right? If your
Yeah,
date
yeah,
is
yeah.
there to support you, then
As
bring
long
your
as it's
date.
not the
I mean,
first date. I mean, yeah, it could depend. But general
dude,
case.
I actually brought a first date an open mic once, and it didn't work at all because
But that was not your first time. That's what I'm saying.
no, yeah. We get
Yeah.
there later. Anyway, so
Anyways, so this
uh,
message goes out to anyone who's plays music and wants to play in front of people for the first time. Please go on Google or Yahoo or whatever and check out the nearest open mic to you guys, and just go out,
yeah,
meet a lot of people, exchange numbers, have fun,
yeah.
and
And
yeah.
I mean, of course, that the atmosphere back in Beijing is different from I don't know. I mean, it depends on the city. It depends on where you are, you know. But if there's an open
Yeah,
mic
but
for
mhm,
musicians, just go and try. You know,
don't be
that's what I would say.
discouraged. Maybe
Yeah,
you yeah.
it's a great place to know more people, to meet friends, you know, to meet more people and to make friends. That's how that's how I see. That's how it happens for me.
Okay,
I mean, for us.
right. So so you clearly remember your first time, right, in an open mic. So did you already have some friends in the venue when you went in, or you
Oh,
just went by there by yourself?
first time in an open mic. Yeah, I actually, dude, I have a video that day.
Oh, cool. So
Yeah, I have
we're
a
gonna
video that.
you
Yeah,
have you
yeah,
promised. Okay, we're gonna show this video.
yeah. That's funny thing. So, because I found out I found out that place, and then I was just talking to some friends back in university, like some classmates, right? And I say, hey man, there's this place, they play music there, you know, it's kind of an open mic. I play music, you know, let's go there and have some fun. We can have some drinks and stuff. Like I don't even know how it works, but let's just go there, you know.
Mhm.
And I went there, man. I was so nervous. It was my first time on a stage on an open mic, like as a band, yeah, and back in Brazil, sure, but like on an open mic, just me on the stage, and like the bar was fully packed. You know, this is very small bar, especially at the moment. Lush was even smaller than it is right
Some
now.
pretty ladies.
Yeah, well, man,
Hmm.
always Beijing's just amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
so and then well, and then I kind of start shaking my leg. I could not control my legs.
Like
I
Elvis.
was
Yeah.
like, oh my god. Oh, people thought that I was dancing. People thought that I was dancing. People actually thought that I was dancing, but that was not me dancing.
Maybe it's some kind of Brazilian thing going on. I don't know. Yeah, that's what they might. Yeah.
Like, whoa, that dude is so excited, you know. And I was like, I couldn't control myself, you
Mm.
know. Actually, before going to the stage, I just went out and I started jumping, you know, because I had so much energy and I was so anxious and so nervous. But then once I got to the stage, I remember first song that I played was "Time" by Pink Floyd. It's a song that I love so much.
I have a great
Yeah,
story to tell you right after you finish with your story.
yeah,
Yeah, go on.
yeah. And then
Which year was this
yeah,
again? Which year was this, if you can remember?
oh, 2013.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, long time ago.
Long time. Cool,
Yeah,
man. All right, go. Oh, so okay. You done? Are you done?
yeah. And that was my first time. Yeah, that was my
Cool.
first time on open mic. Yeah.
All right, so let me tell you about my first time seeing Fernando.
Ooh. So Sid, tell me about your first time in an open mic. Like, was
No,
it in
no, no,
Beijing? Was
no, no. No. That's for a whole different segment. Like it's what you know. I'm not gonna talk about that now. I'm gonna save it for something other. You know. When Tuesday, whatever. Okay, so my first time, it was in Lush. I saw Fernando in Lush. That was my second time in Lush. So Lush is this like it's on the second floor. It's like a bar slash restaurant, and also has a stage in the corner. And
yeah,
me and my friend Burton, he was playing in my band, Redundant Seconds at the time. He played the drums. So because we live close by to that place, because all the university areas are right there, right?
yeah,
So we took a cab, because no one owns a car in Beijing, because we're foreign students, you know. So either ways, we walk in to Lush. I had my guitar. My friend Burton had the cajon, you know, the box we sit on. And then there was this dude playing on stage, and it happened to be you, man. And this guy was just playing like Time, Pink Floyd, and he played for like fucking 30 minutes, man. You know,
Oh, you saw that?
you know, like in the open mic, you're supposed to play like 2, 3 songs, get out. But this guy was the favorite of the host or something, and me and Burton was like, "What the fuck, man? This dude." Man. You know, back then I didn't know you, so we were like,
Oh, get the fuck out.
no, but there was something familiar about you know, because I would do the same thing if the host kept letting me play. I think it was Aaron or someone, maybe Aaron. Shout out to
No,
Aaron.
I think was at that moment. I think it was Nick. Nick was the
No. Okay, whatever. Maybe.
yeah. I
But
think
but
he was the host.
it was fucking packed. You know, and right after he got off, I said, "Hey, I really like Time you played in Pink Floyd." Because I think that's the
Uh-huh.
only one I knew from the ones you played. And then I think, you know, it took a while for us to be friends. But yeah, that was
Yeah,
my
he
first time
took.
seeing you in
He
open
actually
mic.
took a while. Yeah,
But you look really happy up there, man.
yeah. Because I mean that's the thing. You do have that memory. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember talking to you at that night, but I remember like seeing you several times later when you were always
Yeah.
going there and playing, and
Right on.
yeah, and I was like, oh man, he plays. Come on, come on. No, Green Day, man.
Yeah. How would you
Take
do this?
away the sensation.
Give me
Novocaine.
Novocaine. Give me Novocaine.
Yeah,
American
Novocaine.
Idiot. It's a great album.
Yeah.
You do it too.
So yeah, I mean, and I played the song too, and I was like, whoa! But you played it in such a punk,
Fuck you. It's acoustic.
yeah, no, punk acoustic, and I don't know, like your style, man. It's like this British rock.
Yeah, cool.
You have this,
You know,
you have this accent, and it's I just love it to hear you playing the song, and I was like, oh man, that's so cool, that's so cool. That's so
dude, you know, for some reason, when I was younger, you know, I loved when people call my band punk. I still like punk, but like, I mean, I just feel weird when people call my music punk. It's just like putting in a box. I mean, I love punk music. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
you know, I'd rather they call it indie
No,
rock.
I'm just saying, like you do have that influence on you, and it's
Yeah,
very,
definitely.
yeah, it's very notable. Yeah, everyone can see when you play it, and it's amazing. You have a very good influence of that in your songs.
So do you have like a really good range in vocals, man? It's like I was blown away. You know, even if it's like really crowded and lush or
Any venue. I've seen you in like a lot of venues in Beijing.
Yeah.
Instagram Live doesn't count, you know.
Anyway, yeah, like even if it's crowded and it's really like noisy and shit, like your voice can like pierce right through that, and that's pretty cool. I'm working on that myself.
Want to hear a secret? Like most of it took
You
me
wear
a while
tight pants. Tight pants.
Yeah, that's what makes that's what makes me like reach really high pitches. You know, like Mariah Carey. No, that's not because of my pants.
Jokes aside, though, beautiful, like a beautiful range, man. So that brings me to the next question. So what inspired, like, what makes you write songs? Like, what's your problem, man?
What makes me write songs?
Hey, what's the problem, dude?
Like,
what's your mental illness?
Actually,
What's your mental illness?
Exactly. I think
Mental
that's the
illness.
best way to ask a musician, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck makes you write those songs, dude? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like,
Yeah. Why
there's,
did you
I mean,
choose
because
not to
those
see a
songs are,
therapist?
I mean, those songs are so beautiful and fucked up. What's your problem? Yeah. Okay. No,
Right.
man. Well, I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know. I think I listen to like good music like mostly because of my mom and my father. They also like put me to listen to like rock, you know, and I grew up like influenced by Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Bon Jovi, a lot of Brazilian music, a lot of very good Brazilian music as well. Queen. My dad was like, you know, a rock and roll junkie. He used to love like rock bands and stuff.
Hey, what was that song you told me your dad really liked, and then I really got into it?
Oh yeah,
Bon Jovi. What is it?
Bon Jovi. These days.
Days.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great song, man.
Walking around. Yeah. Anyway, very very.
And
good.
you also say you really love Daft Punk, right? Random Access Memories. Tell me about your love towards that album. Tell me.
Okay, we are jumping. Okay, I'll just go there. Daft
We'll
Punk.
jump. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We go back and forth. It doesn't matter. It's all cool. Uh, yeah. So Daft Punk. To be honest with you, I was not into electronic music at all. I mean, I was never into electronic music. I never actually liked electronic music or
You
or
like even
it's
like music.
or sub styles of electronic music. I never actually like it. Maybe some house music, some kind of pop. It was okay to listen, but what is that? Psy and I don't know. I don't even know how to name
Psy,
them.
like PSY.
Yeah, I don't even know how to name them. Yeah,
You
that's the
got
thing.
it. You got it. That's the one.
Yeah, and uh, thing is, once I arrived in Beijing, that at that year, 2013 or 2014, I don't even remember.
It has to be before 2013 because your first open mic was 13.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just no, I'm just saying that at those years, like that's when, um, um, what's the name of that song from the Random Access Memories, the album from Daft Punk. That was the most famous songs, like the Legend of the Phoenix.
Oh, that's the one you showed me, told me about. Yeah.
No, that's like one of the most that's the most famous song, right? And now I love that song, and I was listening to that song, and everybody was listening to that song. Like every bar in Beijing was playing that song.
Mhm.
And then I was like, "Whoa, that's a really cool song!" And these guys, they sound really electronic, but it's like really good quality, really good electronic. That album is way more than electronic; it's like way beyond, you know. And that's actually the song that I love the most from the album is Beyond. Yeah, the name
Right.
of the name of the track is Beyond, which is like an amazing track with amazing lyrics and amazing instrumental. It's just beautiful. It's just too beautiful. And I downloaded the whole album, or I don't even, I bought the whole album. I don't know. I was listening to the whole album, and it was the same moment that I was like, started my studies in China in BLCU. It was the moment that I was like, getting to meet all these people from all around the world, and I had that soundtrack in my ears like every day, going from my dorm to the main building, to have my classes in the morning, and then coming back to the Shitang. Like Shitang is it's like a
Cafeteria.
dinner hall, like cafeteria and stuff. Yeah. So
Shit.
yeah. So and I don't know, and then studying and then meeting people in the afternoon and studying more. And the other day we had more classes because China, whenever you get there, Chinese, I mean the language, Putonghua, like the Mandarin, right? It's so difficult at first, right? Because you have to be studying like hard day by day. I mean, that's how I felt. For me, was not easy, even though
How old were you?
I was 25, I guess.
Yeah,
Something like
that's
that.
pretty
Yeah.
fair.
And I was, anyway, I even though I always loved languages, like, right, like I already spoke, like at that moment I already spoke like Spanish, English, Portuguese, and Chinese would be like, I mean, Portuguese is my native language, so that doesn't count. But I mean, Chinese was going to be like my next language. And then once I got there, it's like, yeah, I'm good with language, like, yeah, well, I'm so good. And then once I got to the first class, I was like, what? Like, what the fuck? I don't know what to say. What? Yeah. It's like, I was just, it took a long time. It took a long time for me to get it,
But
but that's normal.
the best part is like in the class you're learning the language. There's like other people that feel the same way, and then you connect on
Yeah.
that, and you learn bad words from every country. And I don't know if you did
Yeah.
that, but I did that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Everybody does that.
so
Everybody does that.
I'm gonna jump again back from where I
Uh-huh.
changed the topic. So what's your problem, dude? Like, why do you write music? What's your mental illness?
Okay, going back, right, man. I don't know. That's what I say. Like I was raised listening to very good music. I mean, what I think it is very good music. I
I
mean,
think so too. Yeah.
I love yeah, and you actually holding a cup, which is like amazing music for that. Yeah, exactly. So I was just raised listening to very good bands and stuff, and then I always wanted to learn like guitar. I was always singing in the shower during the shower, And I don't know. And then once I started learning acoustic guitar, I just decided to write whatever I could write, you know. And then I had some bands back in Brazil. Back in
Like an
Brazil,
emo band.
I'm in Brazil right now. Yeah, like an emo band. Yeah.
So would you like to tell the viewers the name, or you want to keep it a secret? Because I'll
Fuck.
provide a picture or some shit. I try to look for it.
Fuck.
I can find it.
Hey, fuck that.
No,
No.
hey, let me just put it out there, right?
Mm.
I mean, I love My Chemical Romance. People call it emo, but you know, I
No,
never
dude, I
saw it.
love My Chemical Romance.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just,
Emo just
that.
means emotional, right? But if you start
Yeah.
like fucking like make it about like what's the word, like fashion and shit, then that
No,
becomes
no, no,
something
no, no.
else.
Don't get me wrong, man. I do love
John Lennon was emo then, you know, music
still
wise.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, still today. I still love like emo bands. I love them. I love My Chemical Romance, but I don't listen as I used to listen as before. I mean, it's not as attractive for me that I
Oh fuck you, dude.
as no. I'm telling you, it's
Not
like I
for
don't.
you, yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's not so enjoyable as it was back then, you know.
Right.
Like right now I prefer I listen to a lot of different stuff, but it's anyway the thing is
Yeah.
I have no problems, I have no problems with it. I always listen to it. I
It's not
still listen.
attractive, right?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
For you at least didn't last the test of time, but for me, on the other
yeah.
hand, it actually lasted because the song like "Welcome to the Black Parade" or "Famous Last Words" and even
Mm.
their last album before they broke up, like
When
it's
I
beautiful.
was a young boy, my father took me to the city to see the
Yeah.
marching band.
And okay,
I love the song. It's a cool
yeah,
song.
yeah, dude. I think you can relate in many ways, but let's not get into that. And yeah, it's beautiful, man.
I do relate it. I had my emo band. That's what I'm telling you.
Fuck
I had
off.
my emo band.
Maybe that's why. But anyways,
Mhm.
all the message I want to put out is give
Uh,
MCR a chance, guys. But it's okay. I respect respect your opinion.
yeah.
Anyways, where were we?
You were asking me like the ultimate
The
question,
song,
like yeah, what is
what's
your
your problem?
problem? Why do you write songs? I don't, and my answer is I don't know. I always wanted to express myself somehow. I always had the urge of like I love music, and that was the way that I actually put my shit out. You know, it was always the
Mm,
way that I actually put my shit out. You know,
yeah, I get it. Me too.
it was my therapy. I mean, I had my therapy as well, like normal therapy. It's something that everybody should do. By the way, if you're listening to this, go to therapy. Everybody needs therapy. It's the perfect way to grow
Therapize.
yourself. I mean, yeah, to you know to be more amazing than you already are. You know, I'm not saying that I'm
Mm.
amazing. I'm just saying like you can be, you know, you can be more. And the thing is, yeah. So therapy was big part of music. Music was big part of my. It still is. It's like the best. I would say is the best part of my life is music, and it's always gonna be because you know, especially for us musicians, we
So
actually know
okay.
what we're talking about. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah,
So
I started like writing stuff, and I started like, and as time went by, I was started like progressing and getting better and taking more lessons and learning by myself and writing more, you know, and then comes like you get a little bit more mature, you learn your life and stuff, and then lyrics get better, melodies get better, and it's a process, but it's like it feels like it follows you through your life. You know, it's like it's accompany you, like not, it doesn't follow you, just accompany you. You know, it's like a good, very good friend that's always with you. You know,
mm,
that's how I feel like music is for me. It's just like doesn't matter, I am never alone. That's how I feel. If I'm sad, I'll sing. If I'm happy, I'll sing. You know, and it's always gonna be there for me. Yeah, I mean, this is very 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 true. And that's the way that that's the way that I actually feel music, and it's always gonna be like that. And if if it's gonna change, it's just gonna change for the better. That's how that's how I feel. That's how I decided. And yeah, so that's how I feel. That's why musicians. I mean, at least for me, that's how I write. That's why I write music, and I'm always gonna write. Dun, 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 dun.
yeah. So
Okay.
so 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 when you like come up with the melody, like sometimes like, oh, you feel like, oh, I'm gonna forget this, so you're gonna record on your iPhone or whatever the shit phone you have, you know.
Yeah.
You do that, right? And do you listen back to that a lot? Because I do that a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. I whenever I'm starting a song, um whenever I start to to make the melody, I always start to make the melody in the guitar. Sometimes the lyrics are like, or at least the idea, it's already in my head and I want to put it out. I want to put it out. And I feel this urge, and then I just write like, even I already have some melody in the guitar that I didn't use it before. But normally I always make everything new. Like I always make like a new melody and a new lyrics all at the same time. But that happens when I have this urge, like this can I say, I need to put it out, you know? And it comes everything at the same time. Boom, you know? Um it's always like a little bit different from every song that I write, but then I always use my phone. Yeah, I always record, like, because you can, you can easily forget when you're like the melody, or yeah, you can easily forget the melody basically, because if it's the first time that you're creating something, and then if you don't have a record or something to record it, it's you're just gonna it's like you feel like you are in that moment, and you have that feeling, oh, and that's so cool. And then you just transform, you create something really nice, like with your voice, with the lyrics, with the melody in the guitar. And then oh, this is so cool, and you start singing. And then, okay, this sounds really good. And then I just pick my phone right away, and I repeat it again, and then I record that part of the song, right, that I just did. And then from there I just continue, to the next session of the song. That's how it goes. Otherwise you can very well forget what you just did.
Exactly. For me, let me tell you a little thing about that really made me record things, because I used to live in Beijing like you before I moved to America. I'm in Washington D.C. at the moment. I forgot to mention that in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm in São Paulo.
He's in São Paulo, and his last name is pronounced as Mesel, correct? Fernando
Yes,
Mesel.
Mesel.
Okay. So back in Beijing, when I was, still a teenager, I always knew that I wanted to be a songwriter. Um, I think I kind of am, but but I used to record any ideas I had, and obsess over that a lot. And then I used to go for long walks away from, because I was living in my parents' house at the moment. I always wanted to smoke a cigarette. Well, like mine turned. So I listened to my own recordings, like a narcissist, but not really. If you don't like your own songs, why should anybody else? So, but I went out and took long walks to just listen to it and imagine how it would be with a full band, or just imagined, you know, that just as a backing track to where I am. It'd be so. And the more I heard, the more I evolved, writing more. So for me, songwriting is not as fast as for you, maybe, because you're really concentrated and focused when you write, and when you want to finish. For me, it takes a while. It's like adding,
Hmm.
but that takes a lot of listens, and I listen to a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, but that's the thing. It's a different experience for different people. It's always like that. Like,
Yeah,
and
there's no set rule. There's no
and
set rule.
exactly,
Everything's
there's no
different.
there's no like formula. It's like you make your own formula. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's why, like, every time I listen to your songs, I feel like, whoa, man, this is so amazing. Because I mean, some of my songs, they're like, I feel like, oh yeah, it sounds nice, it's cool, like, there's a story, there's something, like, it's nice, but sometimes they're too linear, or they, I don't know, it's just different. Like, your songs, in my opinion, it's
Guys,
like,
guys, 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 you gotta check his music out. I'm gonna put it all in the description. You can go down, check his music. Also, subscribe to his channel. Like, he has a bunch of them. He's been recording through quarantine, and he has like, yeah, other musicians working on it too. It's beautiful. Don't let that humble face fool you. He's actually an asshole behind it. No, I'm just kidding. He's really talented, and yeah. So okay, just gonna break.
no,
So
no,
change.
I'm just saying that, like,
Mhm.
your music's so amazing, because I feel like there's like, it actually like connects to what you're saying, that like, sometimes you do one part of the song, and then like a little bit further in time, you decided to do the second part of the song, and I can actually feel this in your songs. It's like there's different sections to the same track, which is and that's, for me, that's what makes your song so amazing, because you actually don't know what to expect. That's how I feel when I listen to your tracks, and it's super nice, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, guys, go ahead and check this man music on, where is it? Where's your music at? It's in
Actually, you can go to my SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, yeah, SoundCloud, yeah, exactly.
I'll provide the link as well for that.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
yeah.
Thanks for that throwback. Thanks.
No, man, I'm a fan. I'm a
Anyways.
big fan. Yeah.
Cool. Now, so wait. So do you remember where you bought your first guitar, or like it was given to you, or
My
or
first
was it
guitar.
or you
My
stole
first
it?
guitar was given to me. It was my mother's guitar. It was a Digiojo, which is a Brazilian brand of guitars.
Say that again.
Very like D-I-D.
No, say
Giorgio.
it. I don't want you. I don't care about the spelling. Just say it.
Okay.
What am I on
Yeah.
search?
If I would say it in an accent, like a Portuguese accent, it's like Digiojo.
Yeah.
It's Digiojo. Yeah. Like,
Dishwasher.
if you want me to talk like Spanish, like Di Giorgio, I don't know. No, that's more Italian.
That sounded French a little.
Or whatever. Yeah. Forgive my French. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Any-
Earlier I wanted to say something, but I totally blanked out. So I asked you about your guitar. I'm like, what should I ask you? So I asked about the guitar because I had nothing. So
No. Yeah, my guitar was it was my mom's
Right.
guitar. It was like a 1984 guitar. It was like a really old.
So how long had
And-
she had it for before she gave it to you?
She had it when she was, I think she got it when she was like 20s, man. Like 20 some, like, like 21 or something. I don't even know. Like, I think she got at that moment, and it's still there back in my mom's house. Yeah, it was my first guitar.
I'd like to thank my dad for buying me my first guitar.
Yeah.
Anyways,
My auntie actually bought me my first electric guitar. My first electric guitar was my auntie. She bought it to me. It was oh yeah, love it. That it was so cool.
Shout
Best
out
gift
to
ever.
shout out to Fernando's auntie and Fernando's
Shout out to
mom.
my auntie. Woo!
Thank you for buying him guitar.
Yeah.
Right on.
And then
Anyway.
of course my dad bought me a lot of guitars after that. He saw that I actually love it. Yeah. So
Cool, man. I want to jump back in the topic of open mics one more time, but this one
Yeah.
a little more lighter, like more comedic.
So sometimes like I don't know who came up with it, maybe me or you, but when Lush, that venue was full of people and we're an open mic, and when people are not paying attention, we just used to play Happy Birthday, and then everyone give a shit, because that was our trick. That was our trick to get people attention. Because like even if it's nobody's birthday, I'd be like, I play Happy Birthday,
yeah.
So the song goes out to a special friend. It's his birthday, and then people would sing along with me, and in the end, it was like, thank you very much. He's somewhere out there.
Yeah. Whenever we wanted to give like any of our friends like free shots, we were just like, okay, it's that guy's birthday. It's his birthday today, so let's sing that birthday for him, and the guy would just get like free shots from every table. Everybody would
Guys.
buy him free shots.
Just letting you know, drinks are a lot cheap in China, right? Am I wrong?
Oh yeah,
It's
and
cheap. I don't know if
fakes,
it's fake or real.
and fake sometimes. So be careful.
But
Be
have
careful out
fun.
there.
Have
Yeah.
fun. Drink a lot of water between,
Yeah, drink a lot of water. Yeah, be careful. But they are, yeah, they're way cheaper there.
It's good. We're still alive, aren't we?
We are. I mean, cigarettes are
Mhm.
cheaper. Drinks are cheaper. Drugs are not allowed. Like no, not at all. Like illegal drugs. No, you don't find that there. Yeah. Which
What do you
is
mean?
sad. No, I'm joking. I'm so sad. No, I'm joking. Anyway,
So that's the result of all the drugs. So
yeah,
No.
the drugs don't work.
Illegal drugs are never allowed anywhere, right? Because they're illegal. But
Yeah.
that's a whole different conversation. Maybe we'll have you back, Fernando, for the next one. We're just gonna name it drugs, right? But
Yeah, man. There's a song, by the way. It's from Tokyo Hotel.
Mhm.
It's a very simple song. It feels really electronic. It kind of has like a Daft Punk feeling to it. It's like and it's really in a really high pitch. This girl singing. Oh my god, it's just the whole song is just it's almost just this. It's like the drugs don't love you like I do. Don't walk away from me tonight. Da-da-da-da-da. And then the clubs don't treat you like I do. Don't walk away from me tonight. Da-da-da-da-da. And that's it. And then she says something else, and then she comes back to the chorus. Yeah, like, but it's so high. Like the drugs don't love you like I do. Don't walk away from me tonight. It's way more cool than actually me singing. But go check it out. Tokyo Hotel.
What's the name of the song?
Drugs. The name of the song is Drugs from Tokyo Hotel. Yeah,
Let's
it's
check it out
actually
too.
it's actually in a Netflix series called like How to Sell Drugs Online Fast. It's an amazing series for real. It's really well done, and this song is there. It's about this like geek, nerd, techie savvy guy who has like a girlfriend. She walks away from him because I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter. Let's not go there. Yeah.
I don't know if I'll remember that. I'm gonna play back this whole recording and I'll look for that. But anyways, I'll recommend you a movie. I don't know if you've already watched it. It's called The Boat That Rocked. I was 15, 16 when I first watched it. It's like this pirate radio boat in 1960s. They play the 60s music. And
it's like back in the day, rock at least was like kind of like, not normal, right? And then like rebels, in the middle of the sea, and they had this radio station on the boat.
Oh, I heard about this movie, but I had never ever.
That's his problem. That's why he writes songs.
Yeah, exactly. I have never ever seen the movie.
Oh, you
never
got
seen
it
before. Yeah.
The soundtrack kind of turned my life inside out because it is so awesome, and I still listen to the music I do then. So so now we use this segment to share some of the awesome clips that we lived through in Beijing, right? So here's one.
1, 2, 3.
Right. So here is the next one. I don't know what it's gonna be, Fernando. You want to do the countdown again?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
I just walked in to find you down there. Look up on your face. I will change my.
Right, and so I don't know what these clips are gonna be, but I'll edit it in there later.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Well, I have a question for you, man.
Right on. What is it?
So,
wait, do you want me to do you want me to edit in the video if you wearing the high heels and screaming?
Oh shit!
No, I won't do that. No. I don't do it. I don't do it.
That's rock and roll, man. Rock and roll.
Well, it happened. It's history, and kids will learn.
Do you want to give shout outs to some of your friends or enemies or whatever? Do you want to say hi?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Reese, a very good friend of ours. from Beijing.
Got a feeling. What the fuck? That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be.
And I mean, he's actually an American. Like,
Where is he right now? He's in Richmond, Virginia. I'm in
Yeah, he's
Arlington,
in-
Virginia.
exactly.
Fernando's in
And-
Sao Paulo.
Yeah, I'm in São Paulo. These guys are back in the US, and we all dream to go back to Beijing to rock again as soon as the pandemic is over, because we are during a very hard time, like passing through a very difficult time. I mean, the whole world, right? Which is very sad. And but as soon as everything gets back to normal, we will definitely go back there and rock that city again. So
Guys,
Yeah.
also one more thing. If you guys are feeling down and sad and you feel guilty about something you don't even know, and you just, I don't know, you just feel like lazy, tired, sick of bullshits, just contact me. You know, I'm a good listener. I'll talk, and Fernando's a good listener. He'll tell a few
I'm a good
jokes.
listener. Yeah.
He'll sing to you, and like, yeah. So like, I'll put the our links in the description. You can just message us on YouTube channels or
Yeah.
whatever. If you're my friend, you can just contact me. No one's alone. We're in this together, and
Yeah.
here's a fun warm clip now. Counting Brazilian. Like I'm gonna count in Nepalese. Ik, dui, tin. Okay, cool, man.
Mhm. Very nice. Well, yeah, man. So, yeah, I think we all, yeah, we had this shout out to Reese, which is like a really good friend. I think you should interview him like next.
I will,
or maybe
for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. He's an
Yeah.
interesting character.
Yeah.
I don't know about next, but I will eventually.
Yeah, 100%. Like, so
It's
Reese
like
is this.
Yeah, you're like an appetizer. I'm gonna have like a main course, and then Reese is really sweet. He's gonna be the dessert. No, I'm just kidding. You're not an appetizer. Even if you're an appetizer, you're like a really filling appetizer. You know.
I don't judge you. I don't judge you.
I haven't had my
It-
dinner.
it's-
That's why I'm talking about food.
It's okay if you fantasize about us. I don't mind. I don't mind, honey.
In a food way, as a food.
Exactly. That I was not thinking anything. That's exactly what I was thinking. Anyway, so so I mean, and then Reese, he wrote this amazing song called "The Candy Corn."
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Which-
interview him. I think we should leave that conversation for the next time. Do you think it's time
Yes.
to wrap it up, man, or you have something more to talk about? Or are you missing someone?
No.
Sampada. Shout out
Yeah.
to Sampada. And
Shout
who
out to
else?
yeah, and
Terry. Natalie
Terry.
and Terry for hosting such great open mics, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Badr.
fucking Badr, we love you.
Yeah, Badr, motherfucker, we miss you. We love you.
He hosted the Caravan open mic. He
Oh
was
yeah, that's a
beautiful,
man. That's
awesome.
a man. That's a man that you
Yes.
really need to interview in this podcast.
I will.
Oh my-
44号. You know what's the funniest thing?
Yeah.
Caravan open mic was right across the street from Brazilian embassy, and you're from
Mhm.
Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm gonna interview Badr, and yeah, man.
Yeah.
If you're watching, hello, and
Yeah.
I would love to have you.
He's gonna watch this. He's gonna watch this. We love him a lot.
Yeah. So
You know, me and Badr,
So-
we had a discussion
yeah.
one time that he was actually saying that oysters were vegan. You know, I'm vegan, and I was like, "Come on, Badr, you're just trying to sell me some oysters." You old goat, you just want to sell me some oysters. And he was like, "No, man." I mean, actually, he was not trying to sell me anything. He was just like, we were just talking about oysters, and he actually had this girl.
So what was the conclusion? Was the girl an oyster?
No. Well, okay. For all of you that doesn't know, like Badr, he was the owner of Caravan. Caravan was this amazing bar in Beijing. It actually it's closed now, but it was a bar that we used to go and meet and have a lot of fun. And they had open mics there as well. So I mean, that's the thing about Beijing. Whenever you go to Beijing, there's so many open mics in so many different bars that as a musician, it's like a dream coming true. I mean, honestly, imagine going to a bar and knowing that you're gonna meet different musicians from all around the world, and they all play like different instruments, or maybe they play the same instrument, but they play really well. Like a lot of singers, a lot of guitar players, a lot of bass players, a lot of keyboard, like piano players, a lot of drummers, a lot of violin, everything. It's just like, and you got to pick, you know, it's like, I mean, oh, okay, you jam with me now, and then you jam with me now, and then okay, I'll jam with you, and then it's like this soup of amazingness, you know, the soup of music.
Okay. Fernando.
Yeah.
So I think we're forgetting this one amazing, beautiful place that I think, you know, if we died, I wish there was one of those venues, even in hell or heaven. Temple Bar, right?
Oh my God, Temple Bar, Jesus
Temple
Christ.
Bar was a place of dreams. If any of you Beijing musicians are watching, you know exactly what it means to you and to me. And it's a place everyone ends up in the end of, like, you know, any kind of night, you know. Oh my God. Exactly. That's like one way of expressing it. And you know,
Why it closed, man? Why it had to close? Like Temple Bar and EA also downstairs. That's what I mean.
Some goes the bomb process. I done seen the bomb process. Some goes the bomb process. I done seen the bomb process. Really in the name of. Really in the name of. Now you do what they told ya. Now you do what they told ya. Now they 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 do what they told ya.
also would like to give a shout out to Soy Pao Chow. Van is amazing. And also Pink, you know, give a shout out to Pink. She's awesome.
Pink, the owner of Temple. You should try to, I mean, that's gonna be a difficult one though, but you should try to interview her.
Cool. And then here's a clip of Fernando dancing YMCA with a bunch of strangers. No. That was in Temple Bar, guys.
Oh my God, dude.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're drifting away and coming closer at the same time. We love you. We're full-time humans, a friend, a son, a musician, but most importantly, full-time humans.
Yes.
And here is one now. Anyways, I think that kind of wraps it up, doesn't it? And if we're missing something, I'm sure we'll add it in somehow. But thank you guys all for tuning in. I am Sid, and this is
Fernando.
Sid Satellite, and this is my first of many podcasts, and I had a really great time, man. I think we're gonna keep hanging out for a while, but we're gonna end this podcast. Let's call that an after party or something, right?
Woo!
It's a Friday night.
You guys take care.
Take care. Stay safe. Message us, like, subscribe. I'm gonna put all the links down there. Please subscribe to me. I basically have 0 subscribers right now, so I appreciate you guys be the first one. Thank you guys.
Sid has amazing music. Go check his music.
We'll get to that soon. And thank you guys. I love you very much. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry we offended you with some vulgar language, but this is how it is. Peace.